Hello and welcome back, everybody, to another episode with your Mets franchise here. And right now we are sitting in the division lead, but this race is heating up. The Phillies and the Braves right behind us. Wild card race is getting nuts as well. It's all coming down to the wire near the finish line. And year one, can the Mets hold on? That's the question right now. And looking at our minor league players, Ryan Clifford. This man may be a huge boost to our team in another year or two. He'll be in AAA next year. See if he can continue to develop. May even make his MLB debut next year. Depends on how well he fares in AAA, but he is trending upwards. This man's going to be someone to look out for. Jet Williams, Carson Benji as well. Jamin Palmer, the Mets. They got some young studs in their prospect pool. Some trade pieces, or some guys that are going to be future generation players for the Mets. I am pretty excited about our prospect pool. And definitely going to be a team to watch for the future. As the Braves, if they don't spend big in free agency, they could be in trouble. The Phillies, they're always going to be contenders until Bryce Harper retires, pretty much. They'll go out in free agency. Brandon Sprout, that's another young pitcher that we could possibly see make his debut next season. Basil, Christian Scott, Hamill, DJ Stewart, he's probably going to be gone. But Drew Gilbert in the outfield next year, someone to keep an eye on. 23 years old. Looks like he's going to be ready. Possibly next year as a major leaguer or a fourth outfielder. Jeremiah Jackson could be someone to call up his depth. Hunter Bishop, another fourth option in the outfield for us, acquired at the deadline. He's got some size, just needs a little more power. So as we continue on here, the Phillies win that series. They take that one 2-1. So they move even closer now. As the Mets drop this one, Blackburn has a pretty solid performance. Trevor McGill gives up one earned run, credited with the loss. So they score in the 8th. Now we got the Nationals. This is a series we will have to sweep because we got the Phillies, the Braves, and the Brewers. All right. And nope, no sweep here. We lose game 1 against the Nationals. That's a tough loss there. 5-2. My goodness. Sean Manaea gets lit up there. Gives up 4. Game 2. Nationals. They win this one as well. My goodness. Mets and now lost 4 in a row. Lindor with the lone home run. They lose 7-4. The pitching staff starting to give up some hits now. Now can we avoid a sweep? Game 3. Need to end the losing streak here. Can't do this right before the playoffs. If we can even make it now, if we keep on losing. And we do avoid the sweep. Alright, a big win there. 8-1 against the Nationals. Oh my goodness. Alright, where was this all series? Brett Baty, JD Martinez with the home runs. Severino, 1 earned run. Almost a complete game for him. Solid. Looking like he's turning back the clock. Now we got the Phillies. 4-game series here. Worst case scenario, we tie this series up. They take game 1. Oh my goodness. And the pitching staff again. Just getting lit up here. Alonso and Martinez with the home runs. But Quintana gives up 5. Bullpen gives up 4. Game 2. Can we take this one here? We're going to have to. Alright. We come through here. Offense does enough. Pitching staff gives up 4. Jesse Winter with the lone home run for the Mets. And Blackburn, another solid performance. He's been doing a lot better since we sent him down to AAA to work on some stuff. So he's going to probably be in our playoff roster if we make it. Game 3. Drop this one. Acuna, he's going to be out for a couple of days. Rowdy Jordan, bruise on his shin. All right. Now we're going to have to tie up this series here against the Phillies. And then we're going to have to jump in here in the final game, as it's going to be a big game here on where we're going to play in the playoffs. So let's jump on in. Some game action here against the Phillies, hated division rival. And as you look at the standings now, the Phillies have overtaken us. So we are going to have to win today to be tied for first in the division. And we are going to Kodai Senna, who's been pitching very well this year, making his 32nd start. ERA 3.95, whip 136. Would like it to be around 330, 350, but we'll see if we can get it here today. Willie Castro leading off for the Phillies. 1-2 counts. Got him swinging away, breaking ankles on that one. Cutter inside. He's just defending his body there. Is that cutter nasty? Gets Castro swinging, starting the game off right. Now a full count. Bryson Stott. The pitch. And this time the cutter. He's not swinging at that one. Learn from Castro. He takes a walk. 1-2 count to Wilson Contreras. The Phillies, they loaded up at the deadline, but Senha gets him swinging there. Now Castellanos, 1-2 count, man on first. Senha gets him to chop one to Iglesias, who's gonna get him out at first. So the Phillies get a walk, leave a man on first. Well, that's all they can do as the Mets look for some offense here in the bottom half of the first. And they're going off against Zach Wheeler, the Phillies ace, who's having a solid year. He's not getting the wins, but his ERA 2.63 and a whip just over 1. And 191 strikeouts, a Cy Young contender here in the NL. And Brandon Nimmo leading off for the Mets on a 2-2 count. Just hitting under 300 on the year. But a nasty slurve strikes out Nimmo to start things off. And a 1-1 count, Jesse Winter. 297 average. He smokes one in the left. This one is back. Has a chance over the wall. No, it's off the wall. Over the left fielder's head. And that's a 1-out double. Jesse Winter. He is playing on a cheap contract. He's starting to want to get paid. So hopefully we can find a way to bring him back, as he's been a huge boost to the offense in this lineup. But if we do get Soto, Winter's probably gone. Francisco Lindor, 1-2 counts. And he hits one into left. This one is back, but not deep enough. Oh my. That one looked like he had a shot. Not so much, as the Mets have a man stranded at second. And Pete Alonso looking for a 30 home run season. 1-2 count. Wheeler with the pitch. Got him. Struck him out. Just late on the fastball there. And Wheeler lets him know, as these two teams fighting for a playoff spot. Now Brandon Marsh, the former Angel, leading off in the second. Watches the pitch. 1-0 count. Wanted a strike call there, but he chops one to Iglesias. And he's got him. Drowns it out. Brandon Marsh not fast enough. Alec Baum now. And he watches what fourth ball called in for a strike. 0-1 count. Now Senha gets him the line one, and that's going to be a hit. Iglesias tries to make a dive and stop, but just out of his reach. And the Phillies have their first hit of the day. 0-1 count for Rojas. And they get back-to-back hits. First and second now with 1 out. The Phillies are threatening early on in the top of the second. Now, Jensen has to settle it down. Castro chops one to Iglesias for 1. Can it be 2? Got him just in time by half a step. And a double play helps the Mets escape any danger further on here as they get back-to-back hits, but the double play ruins any momentum as the Mets go into the bottom half looking for their offense to step up. And JD Martinez, possibly his last year in the majors, caught looking. The slurve comes back over the plate. Nasty pitch. Brett Baty, he's been doing quite well in his bench appearance for us since his AAA call-up. And this one into center, not deep enough, just shy of the warning track, flies out. Now Francisco Alvarez, full count, making Wheeler work, and chasing the high heat there. He wanted that, not catching up to it though. Now Buddy Kennedy, the former Diamondback prospect, formerly with the Tigers, getting a shot with the Phillies. And he's gonna ground one here to Alonso, does it himself. Leadoff man is retired to start things off in the third. Willie Castro, next man up, he's struck out with a nasty cutter. He goes back to it here. This time he takes it, and this time into left. Winter makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down, start things off in the top of the third for the Phillies. Bryson Stott, 2-2 count. And he's striking out the fork ball. Nasty break there. Ends the third in style. And somehow keeping the Mets in it here against Zach Wheeler and the Phillies. Now Iglesias, second in the NL in average. He's having a season. We're going to have to bring him back, as Iglesias just misses the slurve right under it and is going to pop up to center field. Leadoff man is retired. Harrison Bader, another man questioning about his Mets future. He's going into right, and this one could drop. It does, and he dives, but he misses it just by a couple inches, and that's going to be an automatic double. There's the bloop. We need the blast. It's Harrison Bader is on second. Now Brandon Nimmo trying to bring in a run here with 1 out. 0 for 1 on the day. One of the longest tenured Mets. He goes into the left. This one is not going to be deep enough. So Bader is going to stay at second here, hoping someone can bring him in. Jesse Winter, 2-2 count. And this one into left, jammed, and this is caught. So the Mets leave another runner stranded at second. Wilson Contreras leading off, and he strikes out. The fork ball is working for Senha. His 4th strikeout of the day. Castellanos chops one here. Lindor has all the time, and he fires a bullet. He's got him. Castellanos, not known for his speed. Brandon Marsh, 1-1 count. And he pops this one up. Lindor should make that play all day, and he does. So 1-2-3 to the Phillies, still tied at 0 here in a huge game with playoff implications. Lindor leading off, 1-2 count, and he strikes out there. Nasty pitch from Wheeler, his 5th on the day. Pete Alonso struck out earlier. He's looking for something to hit, but he chops this one to third, and he's gonna ground out here. It's Alec Baum makes a nice play. Martinez trying to avoid going 1-2-3. Zach Wheeler with the pitch, and this is past the first baseman, and that's gonna be a 2-out single. JD Martinez keeps the inning alive here for the Mets. Brett Baty, 1-2 count. And on first, looking for something here. The pitch. And this one is popped up as he got enough of that one, apparently. We thought, but the team says no. And tied at 0 through 4 innings. The 3-0 count, and this pitch is wide, so Alec Baum, leadoff man, is going to take a walk. 2nd walk of the day for Senha. No, 2-2 count. Rojas strikes out the slurve, got him. So man on first with 1 out now. Now 2-2 count. Castro. He strikes out the cutter. That one left a little bit too over the plate. Still missing on that. Buddy Kennedy, man on first. And he's chopping one to Brett Batty, who makes a nice throw from third. So we go to the bottom of the fifth, still tied at 0 as both teams trying to break through here. And Alvarez leading off, bottom of the fifth. Zach Wheeler still doing his damage to the Mets offense here. He's going to take that one for a strike. 0-1 count. Alvarez, one of the best younger catchers in the game, as he lines one into right all the way to the wall. This one could be a double. He is hustling, and he is going to dive in safely. Oh, leadoff double for the Mets. Another man on second. We cannot leave him stranded again, as Alvarez got a hold of that one. Right fielder, a little late to react there. Gets Alvarez to second. Now, Jose Iglesias, he pops this one up into foul territory and caught. So, man, still on second now with 1 out. Mets need something. Harrison Bader, 1 for 1 on the day. 0-2 count. And a nasty slurve strikes him out. That bitch is working for Wheeler today. Nimmo, man on second. 0-1 count. Up the middle. And this one could bring in the first run of the game. The throw to the plate. Safe. 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 Alvarez gets in. And Brandon Nimmo delivers a clutch hit. The first run comes through in the bottom of the fifth. Keeps it simple right up the middle. And the Mets have the lead against the Phillies. Now 1-0 count. Jesse Winker. He is trying to chop one past a diving second baseman, but he makes the catch. Oh my goodness. A run-saving play from Bryson Stott at second. Wow. So nice. You gotta see it twice. Crazy. Now top of the sixth, full count. Castro. Caught looking, fork ball. What a pitch. Outside corner. Now 2-2 count to Bryson Stott. Sent out with the pitch. Past Batty. He's got it. With a nice little stab, and he just got him. 2 up, 2 down. Senha does not look tired yet. Shutting down the Phillies offense. 1-1 count, and this one hard hit right up the middle. Contreras has a 2-out single for the Phillies. Now, go ahead run at the plate. Senha's day is going to be done. We don't want to risk it. He pitched beautifully. But we got to trust in the bullpen now to keep the lead. And the Mets' playoff hopes alive. As Phil Maton comes in, and he's had a lot of baseball this year. And an ERA just over 2. 0-1 count. Castellanos to Brett Batty. And he's got him. No danger here from the Phillies as the Mets still hold on to their 1-0 lead. And looking at Lindor, Alonso, and Martinez. Lindor trying to make something happen. 3-1 count. And he's going to draw a walk. Leadoff man is on base here. Wheeler's first walk of the day. And a full count for Alonso. With Lindor on first. The pitch. High heat strikes him out. JD Martinez. 0-1 count. He's going to take a pitch, and Lindor steals. He's safe. Lindor is at second. Runner in scoring position here. His 17th on the year. As Lindor, he is looking for a solid year with these Mets. JD Martinez, 1-2 count. And this one again, right up the middle. Lindor, round in third. He's going home. And safe. Martinez is at second. The Mets double their lead. It's 2-0. That stolen base comes up clutch as JD Martinez just does his thing. Knows he doesn't have the power he used to And the veteran presence in the lineup steps up. And that's going to do it for Zach Wheeler, as now it is a bullpen game. It all comes down to what bullpen's going to crack first. Zach Wheeler only gives up 2, but the Phillies offense cannot help him out today. And they're going to Orion Kirkering, a solid bullpen arm. He's got some heat, and it's going to be tough to get some offense going against him. 2-2 count, Brett Batty. And he hits one into right. This one is going to be deep at the warning track, but caught. And Martinez doesn't have the speed. He stays at second. Mets looking to add on another run. Alvarez strikes out as that inside pitch got him. So the Mets get 1 thanks to Martinez. And can that be enough? Reed Garrett now comes in out of the bullpen, trying to shut down the Phillies. The pitch, 0-1 count. Cutter a little bit over the plates, got away with one there. Castro chops one. Alonso dives. What a stop there from first, and he's got him. Alonso, he's more than just a bat. He can play some defense too. Now what a stop from the polar bear there. My goodness. A nice job. Not looking like Garrett Cole. Not going to first. Buddy Kennedy. He's going to chop on Alonso. Busy here right now in the top of the 8th. And 2 up, 2 down. The Phillies trying to find a way to claw back. 2-2 count. Castro strikes out. Got him. 1, 2, 3 go the Phillies. As we are 1 inning away from tying up this series and being tied for first in our division. So top of the 9th. 0-2 count. Stott chops one here to Lindor. And he's got him. Leadoff man is retired. Phillies down to their final 2 outs. And Edwin Diaz is coming in to close things out. And the stadium erupts. This man, he is elite. One of the best closers in the game. And he's got some velocity. He is looking for 50 saves on the year. 46 for 49 right now. And he's looking for 47. The pitch to Contreras. Chops one. Lindor. He makes the throw. Got him by his step. Brett Batty tries to make a dive and stop. But Lindor behind him makes sure. Now Castellanos. Full counts. And that's going to be a walk, as that fastball got away from him there. So tie and run at the plate. Brandon Marsh. The pitch. Rolls one. Iglesias. The throw. Got him. And the Mets have tied this series up. And that's a huge win near the end of the regular season. These 2 teams are tied for first in the division. And both a couple games at least away from clinching the playoff spots. But a huge win against the Phillies, shutting them out here. And the Mets still have a chance to win their division. Oh, how can you not be romantic about baseball? Now the Braves, they're climbing up, trying to shut down their playoff hopes. And we lose game 1. And Acuna's back from his injury. Offensive showcase here in game 1. For the Braves, 10-3. My goodness, Lindor and Martinez with the lone home runs. And Severino gives up 7. Magill gives up 3. So game 2, we're going to jump in here with the player lock with Brett Batty. Try and see if we can tie up this series, as we're going to need a win here on the road. It's going to be needed. And baseball, you gotta love it. The tight races, 86 and 72. There's 87 and 71 Mets coming down to the wire. This game is a must-win. Cannot allow the Braves to come back into this division race. And looking at the playoff hunt right now, the Mets are holding on to the last wildcard spot. The Phillies have 1 game in hand on us. Oh man, can feel the heart racing on this race. Padres, they're out of it. Pirates are out of it. Cardinals are out of it. Pretty much comes down to Braves, Mets, and the Phillies right now. Who's getting in? New York Mets, they're going to face off against Hurston Waldrep. I think I pronounced that right. And he's having a rough year. 5.02 ERA, whip 1.53, strikeout rate of 20%. So we'll see if we can get to the young man here early on, Brett Baty. As the Mets are already down 2-0. Not a good start. Baty hitting .272. He's been playing pretty solid as a bench role player for us. And he smokes one in the left. This one is going to drop. And he can't grab it. So Baty's going to go all the way to second. And that's a 1-out double as Baty almost trips over the bag. So hopefully that can start a rally here as Baty gets his 11th double of the year. As that one was smoked. And that was a screamer. Was that Ozuna? I think so. The veteran could not pick up the ball. Now Alvarez, 1-1 count. Can someone bring in Baty? He has some speed. Not going to be stealing any bases, but this one is going to be popped up. And this one finally does drop. It was hanging up in the air for a while. My goodness. Hopefully he would have lost it. Now Harrison Bader. Career high in stolen bases this year. 0-2 count. Trying to bring in a run. And he strikes out. So the Mets cannot bring in a run. Still down 2-0. Now Ramon Laureano. Former Athletic. 2 on, 2 outs. 2-2 count. And the top of the third. Let Brady. He's going to take this one and he's going to make the throw. He's got him well in time. No more damage here as it's tied 2-2. And top of the fourth. Brett Baty strikes out on a high heater. Outside corner. Perfect spot. So 1 for 2 on the day. Mets have taken the lead. Baty looking to keep the pressure on. The pitch. And that's a little inside there. 1-0 count. Baty, first round pick in 2019. Still trying to find a full-time position in the majors. And this one hard hit to first. He's going to ground out. 1 for 3 on the day. Not much happening there. So 1 for 3. Mets still up 4-3. Top of the 8th. Mr. Lopez now pitching for the Braves. The pitch. And this one grounded to third. Baty can't beat it out. And he's 1 for 4 on the day. 2 ground outs and a strikeout. But the Mets hold on. And they get the win here. A big one against the Braves in this playoff race. As they're now 2 games ahead of the Braves. And tied with the Phillies once again. 6-3 here as they come on the road and tie up this 2-game series. That's a big win here for the Mets and our playoff hopes. Now looking at AAA. They're in the playoffs. And let them fix the lineups there. So they're going to the championship game in AAA. That's huge. And can they do it against the LA Dodgers farm team? And they do. So they are the AAA national champions. Congratulations to our farm team. They have done it. And they did it in style. 7-1. With 10 hits. Cal Cantrell. Solid in AAA. Now, Brewers, we get a big win there. 7-6. As the Brewers also fighting for a playoff spot. But we come through here in the 9th. We get 3 runs. That is a huge 9th inning. Now game 2. Dropped that one. So game apiece. Game 3. Brewers at 92 wins. Mets looking for 90. And they get it. And they're going to be a wild card team as we have to face off against the Phillies. Oh my goodness. We've seen him so much this year. What's another 3 games if needed? Harrison Bader gets a home run. Alonso, a couple RBIs. And Syndergaard gives up 5. Bullpen shuts him down the rest of the way. We'll take it. The Mets are in the playoffs. And Lindor, a solid year. My goodness, Vento's 30. Alonso 29. Winker 27. Robert 18. Alvarez 17. Nimmo 15. Iglesias has 11. Hitting 324. Starlin Marte, Torrens, Acuna. He didn't really have much playing time, but hopefully we can see more of him in the future. Pitching staff, all in all, looks pretty solid. No one really stood out as a all-star ace on this team. To me, that's who we try and find in free agency. Bullpen looks solid. Diaz, he's got 50 saves. And looking at awards, Ohtani wins MVP again. He just showed him in second. What a year for him. My goodness, 47 home runs. Where did this guy blow up? Wow. Cy Young goes to Ohtani. My goodness. Batting title, Teoscar Hernandez, 333. He never hit like that with the Blue Jays. Alright, Rookie of the Year, Yamamoto, Hank Aaron, Hernandez. Some gold gloves here. Alvarez almost won a gold glove. Same as Iglesias. He loses to Bryson Stott. Lindor comes in third at short. And then Bader comes in third at center field. Do we win any hardware? Some guys had some solid years. Nope. A lot of second place votes here. And third place votes. Oh, Lindor wins a Silver Slugger. But that's going to do it, people. We will see you guys in the playoffs. Till next time. Bye.